Are you a business owner that could use just one more customer? Those empty tables, vacant appointments, idle employees, and expired merchandise are missed opportunities. What if there were a community that connects you to high-value and motivated customers, giving you a competitive edge in the marketplace and increasing your revenue? Introducing Partners One. You keep doing what you do best, taking care of your customers, and we'll do what we do best, sending you new customers to take care of. Call us today to find out how Partners One can work for your business.
Welcome to the Rocket Right Show, starring Hurricane Betsy Barnes and Dr. K. Solar. Two busy blondes with their fingers on the pulse of all things Louisiana. Events, health, leisure, entertainment, and more. It's the Rocket Right Show. And now, here's Betsy and Kay.
And thank you for joining us again with the Rocket Right Show. We want to bring joy to your holiday times, and we hope that each week we introduce you to some folks that, maybe you didn't know about, and we think that you should, and are doing some great things in our state of Louisiana. So we're so glad to have Staff Sergeant Timothy Brown with the U.S. Marine Corps joining me again for a show as my co-host. We've got to get that Betsy Boo well.
Just got to send her some nice little bits of medicine.
We do. Lots of love, so y'all pour it out. She's going to be fine, but that voice just won't come back. So that's terrible since she's such a talker and we're a talk show. But I know that it's just tincture of time. That's, what they always say. I'm one of these, and so that's what them doctors always say. But thank you for hanging with us, and we've got a great lineup of guests. First, former Senator
Elbert.
I wanted to say Ellis. Why is that? I think because I just saw a casino called Ellis Island, and I just got back from Vegas, and it's like, made my brain crazy.
But this name,
Elbert Guillory,
is so difficult.
It is not. I should know that because my grandfather was Elbert Edward.
Really?
Yes. So I So
we have two in my family also.
I'm gonna make sure that I get that correct. And so we're gonna start off the show with him. But boy, we have got a musician, an author, entrepreneur, Miss Rachel Davidson, who's going to join us. She just released a book, and we're going to find out all about that. And then we're going to find out more about my co-host, because I know we've been talking about Toys for Tots, which we are supporting, and we hope that you are too, but we want to know more about you, and we're going to deep dive into that later on in the show. And then we have a father-daughter, Mr. Scott Campbell, who is a publisher with Pelican Publishing, and his daughter Tallulah, who is an author. And you're going to want to hang out. A lot of great ideas for books for Christmas. So, yeah, we're thinking Christmas and trying to spark some of those Christmas ideas. Yeah.
Wonderful.
And a lot of kids need stuff for Christmas. Tell us real quickly about, Toys for Tots and how folks can participate.
Yes, absolutely. So the smallest gift that can just go into a stocking, the largest gift that requires its own bag, box, whatever it is, bicycles, everything. If you think that it would bring joy to a child for them to see it on Christmas, absolutely. Reach out to your nearest Marine Corps recruiter, and they'll be able to guide you in that path, as well as viewing on the Facebook page, correct?
Yes, absolutely. We will have that on our Facebook page at Rocket Right Entertainment, so you can just click and go there and find out the list of toys where you can drop off your donation. So we'll have all that for you. So thank you for being with us, Senator Guillory.
It's a pleasure.
Yes.
I can't imagine Betsy being quiet.
I know that it is hard to believe, and I am sure it is very difficult feeling when you're used to talking a lot and for a living that those words just come out squeaky.
Mm-hmm.
We are sending her prayers.
Yes, for sure. And we are missing her, and we know she'll be back next week, and everybody just kind of send out the well wishes. So one of the things, and I know Betsy's she knows everything about politics. I mean, the first time when we met, I'm like, how do you know all that? She goes, I make it my business to know that. I mean, that's exactly what she told me. And so I was telling you before, she does so much better about knowing what's going on than I do. But of course, she is all up in it, working for, the lieutenant governor's office. So, but one of the things about you is that you have been so bold and outspoken. I think since your origins back in the college days, things that people wouldn't say or were afraid to say, you've always spoke your mind.
Yes.
And so tell us about that and what that feels like, because I think a lot of people they kind of put the zipper on when they think that it might not be politically correct or it might not be what everybody else is it's being pushed out.
It's a matter of right and wrong. Mm-hmm. The first time I was arrested, I was 15 years old at a demonstration at a public library. Mm-hmm. I was expelled from Southern University when I was 18. There are consequences for speaking one's mind, of speaking what is right. Mm-hmm. But the alternative to speaking what is right is to not speak. And that is an unforgivable sin. At least when I meet my Maker, my Lord will know that I did my best. And that's all that anyone can ask.
Now, do you feel like, I think a lot of folks in this past year, with the pandemic, pre, during, and even after, feel like a lot of people's freedoms of speech were squelched. If it wasn't the message that was being put out. What is your thoughts about what's been going on with
It's a sad moment in American history. Mm-hmm. We, in our colleges, in our schools, on television, in our public forum, we are being, there's this cancel culture. We're being silenced. People are not able to speak what is in their hearts and what is in their minds because it's not politically correct or not popular, and it may even offend someone. So it's shut down, and that is very unfortunate. It's a serious infringement. During my long life, this is the most serious infringement on the freedom of speech that I've seen.
I agree from people, and of course social media hadn't been around forever, but seems to be one of the formats where you see people being deleted, their viewers change, maybe if they talk too politically, they now only have 1 or 2 views of a post when they used to have large numbers of posts. But I think some people are fear of retaliation, whether it's from their job or such, to speak in a particular way.
People have been fired because of their posts. Mm-hmm. And that's such a shame.
It is.
Teachers, within the last 3 weeks, I've read stories of a couple of teachers and one other person, not a teacher, fired because of what they posted on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy.
It really is.
Yeah, it's crazy when it's an opinion. It's not like they were posting nude pictures of themselves.
Oh no.
It was just a different view than someone in higher authority at their position had. Which, we're all supposed to be able to have our own views of things and be able to speak about that, but it just seems like that has gone to the wayside.
Not in today's America.
It is.
If your speech is not politically correct, if it is not acceptable and inoffensive, then you will be silenced in America today. And that is so sad.
So what do you see as changes that need to be made so that, we can, be the America that we once were. It just seems like we're going down to this terrible spiraling, and just from recently traveling, aside from even politics, it seems like there's a lot of people that just generally don't care about anything.
Throughout history, the political pendulum swings back and forth from left to right and back to left and back to right. The political pendulum is beginning to swing back away from the far left in America. I think one of two things will happen. Either moderate people are going to roll up their sleeves, get rid of the people who are the extreme leftists, the socialists who are running the politics in America. Either that will be done, or there will be a serious move from the far right that will correct the situation. As you can remember, during the 1960s, when the pendulum swung far to the left, there was a series of assassinations. Dr. King, the Kennedy brothers, Medgar Evers, all of the Black Panther Party members, or most of them. Those assassinations silenced the left, and the pendulum was able to swing back to a more moderate. And we're going to see that kind of correction unless moderate people get to work and make the political change that needs to be made.
Yeah. Now, you have been active in politics for a long time. How long be that?
Since I was 15.
Since you were 15, and I know we don't have but 30 seconds here, and I think that there's some rumors that you might run for lieutenant governor. You wanna?
I've heard those rumors. There are some people who are pressing me vigorously every day to run for lieutenant governor, and we're considering it strongly.
Okay, and we will have you back and find out more about that, because we are out of time, and you're just going to have to tell me what your Christmas wish is, and we wish everybody a great holiday season, and we want you to stay with us because we got more up, so don't go nowhere. Thank you for being with us, Senator Elbert Guillory.
It's my pleasure.
All right.
There's a joy of life you'll find only in Louisiana. A spirit of celebration that takes your senses places they've never been before. Where expressions of joy are an art form and our way of life. Where an abundance of good food, good times, and great music means there's more than enough to go around. Come one, come y'all. Come feed your soul in Louisiana. I'm John Goodman, inviting you to visit LouisianaTravel.com and plan your getaway today.
The use of opioids and addiction to opioids is on the rise, especially in Louisiana, and I wanted to be a part of the solution. If you have a family member or loved one that you are concerned about with regard to opioid use, please call my clinic, Advantage Health Solutions. You can speak with my nurse or you can speak with myself, and we will talk to you about how to get that person into treatment, and we'll tailor what we do to your needs, and we'll do what we can to get your loved one in treatment and onto the path to health.
Red Stick Music, Baton Rouge's live music calendar since 2014, with a full calendar available on the website 24/7, clickable links to artists and venues. View the entire weekend lineup at a glance and plan your outings with your friends. View professional recordings of local live musicians, watch interviews with people in our music community, and find additional resources. Red Stick Music, Baton Rouge's live music calendar.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser, the great state of Louisiana. Hurricane Ida has brought great devastation to our community. In time of need, Louisianans always step up and help their neighbor. This time is no different. We'll help our neighbors and friends get back as we always do. If you need help or know of someone that needs help or would like to volunteer or make a donation, go to volunteerlouisiana.gov. We are Louisiana Strong. Thank you.
Since the early 1800s, the Selassie family has played a significant role in the retail industry in Louisiana. Stuart Selassie has achieved the Certified Diamond Graduate designation from the prestigious Gemological Institute of America. What that means to you, whether it's appraisals, design, build, repair, or diamond sales, you have an expert you can count on. At Selassie's, you make all the right choices. Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts in the heart of the Denham Springs Antique District. Find them on Facebook.
Visit one of our 21 state parks all over Louisiana.
Let's go to the state park. There are 21 of them, you know. And state parks have biking and hiking, tubing, and we can even ride horses. Or we can go exploring and even swim by a beach. They have cabins, really nice ones, with long fishing piers.
Don't forget to tell them about the discounts.
Oh yeah, book 3 nights and we get the 4th night free.
Great job.
Thanks.
Louisiana State Parks, we're ready for your adventure.
Are you a business owner that could use just one more customer? Those empty tables, vacant appointments, idle employees, and expired merchandise are missed opportunities. What if there were a community that connects you to high-value and motivated customers, giving you a competitive edge in the marketplace and increasing your revenue? Introducing Partners One. You keep doing what you do best, taking care of your customers, and we'll do what we do best, sending you new customers to take care of. Call us today to find out how Partners One can work for your business.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ron McMorris of Elite Chiropractic in Livingston Parish, conveniently located off the I-12 corridor in Walker and Albany. If you suffer from sciatica, migraines, or other pain conditions, give us a call to see if we have a technique that best fits you. We have multiple techniques including chiropractic adjustments, massage therapy, dry needling, rehab, and much more. Again, I'm Dr. Ron McMorris with Elite Chiropractic in Livingston Parish, Walker, and Albany.
Back with the Rocket Right Show. I'm Dr. Kay Solar in the house with my sit-in co-host, still continuing with me, hasn't given up on me yet, Staff Sergeant Timothy Brown with the U.S. Marine Corps. Thank you for hanging.
No
I know
problem.
Betsy really appreciates you sitting in. I know she tried to get you to wear that, blonde wig so you'd look more like her, but
Yeah, it couldn't happen.
couldn't happen. Didn't go well with the uniform.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Little bit in the way.
Probably not. And we are so glad to be having with us Rachel Davidson. Rachel is a lot of things. She is an entrepreneur. She is a go-getter. I'm saying that should be like her nickname, go-getter, an author, a musician, and we're definitely going to have her tell us about, but first, 2 seconds. Toys for Tots. Give them the spiel real quick.
Yes, so there's no gift too small, no gift too large. If you're able to donate something small, able to donate something in quantity, we'll be able to make sure that it makes its way to a child's home before Christmas. If you've got any questions there about the delivery or getting it into our hands, so we're able to make that transition, you guys have it.
Our Facebook page is going to be Rocket Right Entertainment. We're going to have all the information there because it's a great thing to really make some kids Christmas who might not otherwise be getting gifts. And so y'all please check it out. And talking about gifts, you have a lot of gifts, girl.
Absolutely. Well, I don't like.
You do. You have a lot of gifts. We're talking about a writer, a musician, a singer. I mean, it just goes on and on. So
it was hard to raise me. Ask my mother. I was everywhere. Okay, and now I've settled into my very purposed. I love where I'm at now.
Well, that's great. Well, tell folks a little bit about you, where you're from, and kind of just a real synopsis of this journey before we jump into this brand new book that you just released.
Sure. So I was born in Brazil. My parents met because my grandparents did missions and charity work down in Brazil. So I was born down there, and I lived there until I was 10 years old. So I was able to pick up on Portuguese. And then we moved to Louisiana in 1994, and I've been here ever since. This is my home, minus almost a 3-year stint in Dallas to study music. But I've come back, and this is where I live.
And we're glad to have you. And
Thank you.
And you're in that Prairieville area,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Yes.
in my neck of the woods. my new neck
Yes.
of the woods since I was in Baton Rouge, and now scooched to Prairieville since when the women's hospital moved, and my husband and I were both working there, which, thank goodness, I'm retired and can have coffee and meet interesting people like you. So let's talk about this book, because it's fantastic. I think we have the cover that we can pull up and show y'all this fantastic cover of her book to where you can look at it. The title is Dangerous: When a Woman Becomes Fearless. Tell us, what does this book entail? And how are you inspired to write a book?
Sure. Well, up until just a few years ago, you may not be able to tell, but I used to be not shy. I was an extrovert, but I still suffered from a lot of fear, just scared of people, just silly things. And in 2018, I made a decision that I was like, enough is enough. I am not going to live like this anymore. I have massive dreams and goals. I am not going to wait until my deathbed and look back with regrets and only wish if only I would have given myself a chance to pursue my dreams, to go after all of these things that I had buried deep in my heart. And I was like, that's it. I'm making a decision. I'm doing it. And so I live every day. It's wonderful. I wake up excited. I am happy to do everything that I do. And now I want to teach as many women, anyone that comes in contact with me, that it's possible, it's doable. You do not have to live in fear. You can face it over and over and over again until you no longer become afraid, and you do everything you can to go after your dreams. Never give up.
So, this book is brand new out.
Yes.
So, and it sounds like it's just anyone who is thinking about that, they're too afraid to do that or whatever. It's an empowerment book.
Correct. Yes.
On planning and being able to fulfill your desires and how to go about that. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
And so, how long did it take you to write this book, and how long of a read is it?
I have these little stripes on my face. I call them my battle scars, because I feel like this book took me through a journey and back again. But I started writing late 2018, early 2019, set it to the side because I didn't know what I was doing. Ended up going back, hiring professionals to guide me and teach me what to do. Picked it back up in 2020, and I went straight through. And now I am at the point where I'm here. We're done and ready to celebrate and share it with as many people.
Well, you've got a beautiful cover.
Thank you.
And where's it going to be available? I mean, if somebody says, I need that. I want to read that.
Yeah.
I feel like I need that in my life to help, get me going, get me inspired.
Sure.
Where can they find the book?
Right now, I have it listed on Amazon. So if you plug in Dangerous, it's going to be there. I'm currently working on building my own website so I can also sell the books, third-party site.
Right.
But that's, as of right now, either through me, come see me, or just go on Amazon and it gets delivered to your door.
Okay, and is the book, they can come in hard copies and digital copies? Is it available both ways?
So I have Kindle, and then I have the paperback, and then we are about to go live with the hardback copy as well.
Okay.
Congratulations.
So any
Thank
way
you.
that folks like to consume their reading, because so many people they don't buy a book anymore. They like to download it to the Kindle, and
Yes.
and other people they want to hold a book and mark in it,
Right,
and,
right.
read those inspiring passages and highlight those to go back
Yes.
to later. So available in all those different forms.
Plus
And I'm assuming
Audible. We'll be
you're-
doing Audible as well.
Audible as well.
Yes,
What
so
a
you're
great
in the
time
car.
on a road trip drive.
Yes.
Being able to listen. That's a great thing too. Have somebody just read it to you. I love that. You'll probably have some book signings coming up.
Absolutely.
Where's the best place to find out when you have a book signing and stuff? Is it to follow you on your socials?
Yes, I would say that's the easiest place to find. I normally post what I'm doing. It's going to be on Instagram or Facebook. And then, of course, my website, I'll have information there. But the biggest platforms I'm using right now are going to be Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, and we will have those links up on our Facebook page. And now let's talk about, because you're a recent author, but you've been doing music for some time. As you said, you studied music in Dallas. Tell us about what you have going on musically.
So I had the idea to write a musical short story. It started off as a short story, and now it is grown into a massive, big dream of taking this now on stage. So I'm hiring voice actors, I'm hiring singers, I'm hiring everyone from just that has to do with stage. I'm looking for you. I'm going to be fundraising. I'm going to be doing everything I can to get everything lined up. So I'm writing original compositions, I'm writing the story, and it's just so much fun to watch this take flight in my mind, and I cannot wait to share it with the world. It's going to be wonderful.
I'm sure it's going to be, because when you have that much excitement about doing something, it can't help but be wonderful. Is this something that you're hoping to bring to life, like in a local theater to start with?
Yes, I do. I would love to bring it to my local community and just grow from there. You work out the kinks, you make sure that everything is going according to plan, and then you just take it bigger, better markets with more people that we can all enjoy it and watch it together, grab a tub of popcorn and sit in the back and just enjoy it, eat candy and laugh. Make memories.
So cool. So it's going to have a little bit of a comedic feel to it, maybe?
Not necessarily. It's about a princess named Zanera, and she lives in this magical land called Terracana. So Terracana is the land of colors. There's going to be lots of colors and dancing, and it's a love story, so she will fall in love and find her prince. But she's a warrior, so I have a picture. She wears her armor, and I have a story behind that, which I will keep a secret.
But until next time, y'all. So you do have music out that folks can listen to, but then you also have a new Christmas album that will be coming soon. So where can folks go to listen to your current music and see when that Christmas album pops up?
Sure. I have a YouTube channel, and now my songs are going on Spotify, Apple Music, all of the different platforms. Found out now what I have to do in order to, upload those. So I'll have everything available: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Just Google me and we'll connect.
Right. So that'll be Rachel Davidson. So y'all look up her on all of those platforms. Nothing that an artist loves more than for people to follow them. So that's great, because then you're the first to know when is the new music out, when is the new book out, when is there a book signing, all of that specific stuff.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. So I want to know, in less than 30 seconds, what are you looking forward to this Christmas?
I am looking forward to making homemade cinnamon rolls with a large pot of coffee, and I want to watch my family open up presents.
That sounds great. And so we have been talking Toys for Tots, and y'all stay put, because we hope that there's kids opening lots of presents that are made possible through Toys for Tots. And we're going to find out a little bit more about my co-host up next, so y'all stay tuned.
Is it? Woo!
My biggest concern was my family and being able to see me come home every day and know everything is going to be okay. I felt comfortable that I was being treated by some of the best. There were some scary points along the way, but it's just kind of like been a little blip in the road.
Money, wellness, fun. Rocket Right Radio takes you all across Louisiana and the nation with guests who live life to the fullest.
I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
I'm Dr. Kay Solar.
You're gonna love it.
Join us every week when we cover
everything under the sun.
Live and learn with the Wright sisters.
Politics,
health,
music and entertainment,
local lagnet.
Rocket Right Radio. You're gonna love it.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser of the great state of Louisiana. Hurricane Ida has brought great devastation to our community. In time of need, Louisianans always step up and help their neighbor. This time is no different. We'll help our neighbors and friends get back as we always do. If you need help or know of someone that needs help or would like to volunteer or make a donation, Go to volunteerlouisiana.gov. We are Louisiana Strong. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Boyd Michael Helm, founder of Advantage Health Solutions, here to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if you or a loved one is having struggles with opioid addiction this year, please don't hesitate to call us at Advantage Health Solutions. The number is 225-769-6595. Give us a call and we'll get you back on the road to health and a bright future.
Red Stick Music, Baton Rouge's live music calendar since 2014, with a full calendar available on the website 24/7. Clickable links to artists and venues. View the entire weekend lineup at a glance and plan your outings with your friends. View professional recordings of local live musicians. Watch interviews with people in our music community and find additional resources. Red Stick Music, Baton Rouge's live music calendar.
Whitetail Properties is not your average real estate company. Land specialist and MSU alum Jeff Taylor in Mississippi and LSU fan realtor Cade Taylor have teamed up. Their sole purpose is uniting buyers and sellers of recreational land. If you are interested in hunting, ranch, investment, and timber properties, Whitetail Properties experts have the right real estate for you. Call Jeff Taylor, 601-248-9433, or Cade Taylor, 225-719-0495, or visit whitetailproperties.com.
At Hightower Dental Concepts, we take a compassionate approach to family dentistry. Our goal is to make your dental experience comfortable and informative so you can make the best dental care decisions for you and your family. We're welcoming new patients to our dental family at Essen & Perkins, and we look forward to meeting you soon at Hightower Dental Concepts. Call us today at 769-0031 or request your appointment at info@dentalconceptsbr.com.
There's a joy of life you'll find only in Louisiana. A spirit of celebration that takes your senses places they've never been before. Where expressions of joy are an art form and our way of life. Where an abundance of good food, good times, and great music means there's more than enough to go around. Come one, come y'all. Come feed your soul in Louisiana. I'm John Goodman, inviting you to visit LouisianaTravel.com and plan your getaway today.
Back with the Rocket Right Show. I'm Dr. Kay Solar in the house with my co-host for this week, and thank you for joining me for like 2 weeks here. I appreciate that. Staff Sergeant Timothy Brown with the U.S. Marine Corps, and we've been talking about our support for Toys for Tots that y'all do like every year, and it's a really long, ongoing charity. Tell folks a little bit about the organization and how it's so associated with the Marine Corps.
So up until about 6 years ago, it was an entirely Marine Corps run operation. And then I'm not really sure what happened. There's a lot of continuity issues that we would run into as far as someone new coming in and them being handed, hey, here's this program at a state level, kind of figure out what to do with it. So by us,
when it's a national program and there's like 50 states,
right? There's a lot that can go wrong. So we kind of took a step back, and a lot of civilians stepped in to assist us in managing the program. With that, it's defeated all of the conflicts that we were running into, because now we have someone that we can reach out to and ask those questions that's been doing it for 5 to those 6 years, or they've been associated with the foundation prior to then, and that's why they were reached out to for those positions. Myself, this is my second year working directly with the Toys for Tots Foundation. This year I am the assistant coordinator. Next year it'll be my ball to handle, and I'm extremely looking forward to that. Nobody really likes taking on that extra responsibility unless they're able to see that instant gratification. But this is one of those things where every second that I spend after hours, I know it's immediately going to be able to assist someone deserving. Those
Right.
children ranging in ages from 2, whenever they start getting the concept of toys, until 16, where they're starting to get into their adulthood
Right.
themes of what they're going to be doing.
And so this is a national foundation program, but folks who participate in the state, it's benefiting, with each individual state, it's benefiting those families who have reached out within that state. Is that correct to say?
Yes. So if you, like, say you come by our donation spot tomorrow and you give us a box full of toys, those toys are going to go immediately to the people in between Lafayette and, say, Hammond, for the New Orleans area, or not New Orleans area, Baton Rouge area, sorry. Whereas if somebody in Shreveport goes and donates, it's going to go to children in that area. Now, with corporate donations, Cox, for example, just gave us a $5,000 check to go and buy some gifts from Walmart. And we're able to take that entire dollar figure and put it towards bicycles, stocking stuffers, little things, large things, whatever we feel as though we need, which is kind of one of those things that is difficult to decide. What do you get a 12 to 16-year-old?
Now, do you have families that you know that are in need, and you just know the age ranges of the children that are needing toys, or do you know particular things that are of need to that child?
So we get a list of children in each individual household. Whenever somebody applies, they put down how many children there are in the household, if they're male or female, and we kind of gauge toys off of that. Now, you have some of those 11-year-old girls that are extremely mechanically inclined, that want to do things with their hands. So there are little comment sections, and if we see something like that, we know, okay, we'll go get this for that individual child. And so we're able to make accommodations like that. Whenever we get the toys, we sort them out by age range, based off of what the manufacturer recommends. Once we get that age range separated, the majority of the toys are designated as family gifts. So if we get board games, for example, that's a family gift. Each household is going to get a family gift. If it's a large household, we're going to put 2 of them in there. It's one of those things where it's just like, hey, reach in the box, see what you see, and then go ahead and stuff it.
Right. So is there a particular age group of child that seems to be more on your list of needed children than others?
So with that, it would be the 12 to 16-year-olds. No one knows what to get teenagers.
Got it.
And that's one of the things that I'm struggling with one of my nephews. He's 15, and it's much simpler to just hand him cash, gift card, whatever it is. But we're not able to accept those things. We can take monetary donations, and then as we get low on toys for certain sections, one of the individuals that I work with will go to Target, Best Buy, Walmart, Ollie's, like those stores that sell toys, stuff like that, and we'll just kind of backfill that. Footballs, basketballs, baseballs, bats, gloves, helmets, things like that are what we kind of try to aim for teenagers and such.
Got it. Keep them active and outdoors.
Exactly.
Right? So is there a list on the website of suggested items if you're going to drop off? I know you said new toys unwrapped, but is there a list of like items like that you mentioned, like sports equipment that are good for what you're needing to like give children?
So there's not particularly. We try to let the individual decide, because we may have somebody that's able to spend $10. We may have someone that's able to spend $200. We don't want anyone to feel limited as far as what they're able to give, because as long as they're giving something, they're helping us, which is helping the children.
Right. And so for the website, which we will have on our Facebook page at Rocket Right Entertainment, we'll have that link. So there will be a link to the Toys or Tots, which will show people if they say, I know a family that's in need, or our family is really in need this year. We didn't know this existed. They can submit.
Yes.
And then also anyone who wants to donate can also find out information on where they can drop off their gifts.
Yes. So there are 2 tabs in it, applicants and donors.
Okay.
So the applicants, like you said, the families that didn't know this existed, families that are wanting to donate. They're going to click on that donor tab, and then they're going to move forward from there, whether they want to provide toys, cash donation, check donation, anything to that effect. There's guidance on that all throughout the website. It's extremely, extremely user-friendly.
That's great.
Yes.
You always want it user-friendly when you're
Yes.
wanting it to work for a great purpose. And I think you told me this started in October, but you're accepting donations up until Christmas Day. Is that correct?
Yes. So it's a year-long campaign. There are a few separate areas that we work with year-round, and it's not as active until, like, we don't put the toy boxes out until October 1st.
Okay.
Once we get those toy boxes out, as they get filled at the designated locations, we'll send somebody out and just do a quick little box swap. We'll take the filled box, store it in one of our warehouses, and then we will leave an empty box. So that way, if someone saw it and they're like, okay, next week I'm going to donate, we're able to get that donation. I believe the 23rd of December, we will have all of the boxes picked up. However, like I said, it's a year-long campaign.
Right, because, and even when Christmas passes, I think, or even if you had surplus, which the demand for toys versus what's given, that goes out to other children or places during the year.
So
Mention that just
we'll
real
reach
quick.
out to nonprofits. Those are one of the largest agencies that reach out to us requesting toys. Hospitals, children's hospitals, all over the state. Anywhere that says, hey, can we have a little something? Absolutely. Spread the love. And it's Christmas year-round in those hospitals, so we like to try and assist with that.
And that's wonderful. And so we only have 30 seconds left. I know you're a Louisiana boy.
Yes.
And tell us, how long have you been in the military?
Right over 8 years.
Right over 8 years. Well, we want to really thank you for your service and for making so many kids Christmas. And I know that this is extra duty, and there's so many families that are going to thank y'all for doing that.
Absolute privilege.
Well, thank you. And I really appreciate you being my co-host as well.
problem.
You've done a fabulous job.
As well. Thank you.
You know, I'm just happy you come back in the future.
All right. Well,
you think you can do that?
Got my phone number.
Okay, I sure do. All right, so y'all stay put, because next up we have a father-daughter team, publisher, author, and they might have some ideas for some Christmas gifts for you in the book world. So stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ron McMorris of Elite Chiropractic in Livingston Parish, conveniently located off the I-12 corridor in Walker and Albany. If you suffer from sciatica, migraines, or other pain conditions, give us a call to see if we have a technique that best fits you. We have multiple techniques, including chiropractic adjustments, massage therapy, dry needling, rehab, and much more. Again, I'm Dr. Ron McMorris with Elite Chiropractic in Livingston Parish, Walker, and Albany.
At Hightower Dental Concepts, we take a compassionate approach to family dentistry. Our goal is to make your dental experience comfortable and informative so you can make the best dental care decisions for you and your family. We're welcoming new patients to our dental family at Essen & Perkins, and we look forward to meeting you soon at Hightower Dental Concepts. Call us today at 769-0031 or request your appointment at info@dentalconceptsbr.com.
Some call it joie de vivre, the joy of life. In Louisiana, it's our way of life. From music that shakes up your senses to food that wakes up your palate. That joy vibrates in every note we play and spices up every meal we serve. So come live life to the fullest. Come one, come y'all, come feed your soul in Louisiana. I'm Sean Ardway, inviting you to plan your trip at louisianatravel.com.
Since the early 1800s, the Selassie family has played a significant role in the retail industry in Louisiana. Stuart Selassie has achieved the Certified Diamond Graduate designation from the prestigious Gemological Institute of America. What that means to you, whether it's appraisals, design, build, repair, or diamond sales, you have an expert you can count on. At Selassie's, you make all the right choices. Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts in the heart of the Denham Springs Antique District. Find them on Facebook.
Whitetail Properties is not your average real estate company. Land specialist and MSU alum Jeff Taylor in Mississippi and LSU fan realtor Kay Taylor have teamed up. Their sole purpose is uniting buyers and sellers of recreational land. If you're interested in hunting, ranch, investment, and timber properties, Whitetail Properties experts have the right real estate for you. Call Jeff Taylor, 601-248-9433, or Kate Taylor, 225-719-0495, or visit whitetailproperties.com.
Visit one of our 21 state parks all over Louisiana.
Let's go to the state park. There are 21 of them, you know. And state parks have biking and hiking, tubing, and we can even ride horses. Or we can go exploring and even swim by a beach. They have cabins, really nice ones, with long fishing piers.
Don't forget to tell them about the discounts.
Oh yeah, book 3 nights and we get the 4th night free.
Great job.
Thanks.
Louisiana State Parks, we're ready for your adventure.
The use of opioids and addiction to opioids is on the rise, especially in Louisiana, and I wanted to be a part of the solution. If you have a family member or loved one that you are concerned about with regard to opioid use, please call my clinic, Advantage Health Solutions. You can speak with my nurse or you can speak with myself, and we will talk to you about how to get that person into treatment, and we'll tailor what we do to your needs, and we'll do what we can to get your loved one in treatment and onto the path to health.
I had a meeting with Dr. Barfield, and it kind of just hit me. It probably is cancer. After the surgery, I wasn't scared anymore. I was looking forward to getting started with chemo. Not one time did I get a nurse in a bad mood. I was here for 5 hours at a time, and I did not dread coming. To get people from around the country to come to Baton Rouge, and that says a lot right there. That this place is cutting edge.
Back with the Rocket Right Show. I am Dr. Kay Solar in the house with my co-host, Sergeant Timothy Brown, who has been here with me through the whole show.
Thing. We made it.
We made it. We're like at the end of the show, and you did great.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Talking Toys for Tots and doing such great work. So thank you so much. We hope everybody has been listening up during the show and will participate in making some children's dream this Christmas with Toys for Tots. So we're going to have that on our Facebook page, Rocket Right Entertainment. And thank you for all the good work you do.
No problem. Thank you for having me here. I appreciate it so much.
So talking Christmas presents, and a lot of things. I was shopping at Holidays, and I met this nice gentleman sitting here to my right, which is Scott Campbell, and he is a publisher with Pelican Publishing. They have so many amazing Louisiana books, and and it is great, and I'm so glad you could join us. Came over from New Orleans way and brought his daughter, Tallulah, who is an author at the ripe old age of 11. Can I tell how old you are? No, women don't typically like that, but he told me. So I think that's amazing. So let's start with you and tell us a little bit about Pelican Publishing.
Sure. Pelican Publishing was founded in New Orleans in 1926.
That is way long ago. Before you were born.
Almost, yeah. We're coming up on that 100th anniversary, actually.
That's crazy.
So that's going to be really exciting for us. It's probably one of the oldest publishers, certainly the oldest in the South, and probably one of the older ones in the United States as well. So we're really excited about that. We have probably 3,000 or so books in the backlist in the catalog, and we publish about 30 new books a year. So we do 15 in the spring and 15 in the fall, and we focus on local and regional titles.
And I love that. Do you have, is there one that's probably one of the most popular titles that you have?
Sure, there's a number of those. I mean, one of them would be, of course.
Yeah, so you brought a little stack of books here.
Cajun Night Before Christmas.
Have we not all seen that in a store somewhere?
Well, the tradition is that, whoever in the family can muster the greatest Cajun accent is elected. Is elected to come forward and read it every Christmas. So it really is a Louisiana tradition, and we sell these books nationally, well beyond Louisiana.
Oh, for sure, because they love our tradition other places, right?
Right.
So folks thinking about getting books for folks for Christmas, it's a great Christmas gift. What kind of advice do you have for them right now?
Buy local, support your local merchants, of course, and buy books that reflect the local and regional flavor of the area. I think.
Absolutely.
Right, and I think it's good to educate people around the country about what's going on in Louisiana history.
Sure.
Because I know I told you that day I wrote a book almost 30 years ago now. It's like crazy, but I had this little baby in a king cake. And somebody reviewed it, and they're like, "What's a king cake? You need to put something that everybody knows about." And I'm like, "No, I don't. I want people to know about that. You want to educate them about culture." Right. So, Tallulah, being an author at this young age, tell us about your book.
Well, I wrote the book Things That Go. It's right here.
Things That Go, and I love that. Spelled Geaux. Got our history in there.
Yeah, and it's just an ABC book for young readers who want to learn their alphabet.
I think it's great. I bought that for a relative, and I thought it was so fantastic. It has great illustrations in there, and for a child in Louisiana learning their alphabet with all this Cajun history, I mean,
the mosquitoes
and the mosquitoes. Hey, who could forget about the mosquitoes?
Emma's from Mosquito.
Yes. I think little kids will start saying that at a young age,
I think was really great was that Tallulah was inspired to write the book when her little sister was learning how to read and having difficulty. That's
great. And so, how much younger is your little sister?
She's 4 years younger than me.
Okay, so so you had that little concept for a while. You had the idea and then brought it to life. I think that's amazing. And I think your dad told me too. Like, do you really speak fluent French at this age?
Yes, I do.
Do you have like some? Does that help you with your writing? Are we going to have a French-inspired book here?
Well, in the spring, I'm going to be coming out with my new book, F is for French Quarter, so that's very exciting.
That's awesome. Book number 2. And when did this one come out? That's brand new, isn't it?
It's been out for a while. So that one's been out for 3 years.
Wow.
So
that's okay. You were even younger.
Correct.
My goodness.
That is
okay.
correct.
I mean, you should be. What an inspiration to any young authors out there. And so now working on your second book, and that's going to be out when?
in the spring
In
of
the
2022.
spring. We're going to have you back with that book when it comes out. What you say? You would do that? Because I got a copy of that one at the holidays and had you sign it for me. So I'm excited about that. So for folks that are listening, say, I want to write a book. I got an idea. What kind of advice do you have for people wanting to become an author and get a book published?
We are always looking for good manuscripts. So, for aspiring authors and illustrators as well, you could go to Arcadia Publishing, their website, and then there's going to, on the left-hand side of the home page, there's going to be a drop-down menu. It's going to have imprints. Pelican will be listed there. Click on Pelican and then go down to author submission guidelines. And follow the guidelines, and it's going to tell you, what format we'd like to have your submission in. But make sure you include your query letter, because to me, learning about an author who's hardworking, who's industrious, who, that weighs heavily in our decision-making process when we're considering books for publication.
That sounds great. Now, you have a stack of books, and we're running out of time. We have about a minute. I want you to show some folks some ideas of other books out here.
I'd be glad to. This is Bonfires on the Levee. That's another Christmas book that we have. And, of course, the tradition of guiding Papa Noel.
My goodness, this is right up my alley. Who Dat Baby, being that I was an OBGYN.
This is a Louisiana baby book. So the Who Dat Baby is, it talks about the baby's first crawfish boil, first parade, first snowball. So this is truly a Louisiana. And we do also have one for Mississippi as well.
Okay.
That's the Mississippi baby.
Okay.
And then we have another Christmas book here, How to Decorate a Cypress Tree.
I love that. Bet you.
So that's Louisiana. Then we have Little Bee Tree, 12 Days of Mardi Gras, and Randolph Solves a Mardi Gras Mystery. So
all right.
That's for Mardi Gras.
Well, lots of great ideas for your Christmas shopping. So make sure that have a happy holidays. And if you're going to rock it, make sure you rock it right. Woo!
Are you a business owner that could use just one more customer? Those empty tables, vacant appointments, idle employees, and expired merchandise are missed opportunities. What if there were a community that connects you to high-value and motivated customers, giving you a competitive edge in the marketplace and increasing your revenue? Introducing Partners One. You keep doing what you do best, taking care of your customers, and we'll do what we do best, sending you new customers to take care of. Call us today to find out how Partners One can work for your business.
Rock It Right with Betsy Barnes and Dr. K. Solar is brought to you by these generous sponsors. Partners One, better barter for Baton Rouge and beyond.
Mary Bird Perkins, Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Center, Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts, Advantage Health Solutions with Dr. Boyd Michael Helm, Hightower Dental Concepts with Dr. Leah Larson, City Group Hospitality including City Pork Brasserie and Bar, City Pork Catering, City Slice, City Taco, Rouge Creole, and Beau Soleil.
Talent 360 Consulting with Vicki Little. Jeff Taylor, Realtor and Forester with Whitetail Properties. The 3rd Street Songwriters Festival. Elite Chiropractic with Dr. Ron McMorris. LouisianaIsATrip.com. Take one. Thank you for making our show possible.